Hello everyone, welcome to one more video of SPL BIO-TONIC. Today we will talk about carpel and vertical section of anatropous ovule. Students, this is the diagrammatic structure of a carpel. Each carpel shows basal broader portion called ovary, middle tubular part style, and upper receptive stigma. This ovary also encloses ovules. We can see the ovule inside this ovary. The arrangement of ovules in the ovary is called placentation. Students, you can easily observe different types of placentation in day-to-day use fruits. For example, we can see axile placentation in bhindi or ladyfinger. Similarly, in cucumber, we can see parietal placentation. Students, I highly recommend you to take section of these fruits and observe these sections with your naked eyes. It is interesting to note that the ovule after fertilization forms seeds and ovaries form fruits. Students, if you're finding this video interesting, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Now, when we take a vertical section of ovule, it looks like this. Students, for a moment, we will not look at the central part of an ovule. Before complete development of ovule, its central major part is made up of diploid parenchymatous tissue. This region is called nucellus. Students, it is nucellus and not nucleus. This central nucellus is surrounded by inner and outer integuments. So, this ovule is bitegmic, that is, it shows two integuments. They form seed coverings after fertilization. This is a point from where the integument starts. It is called chalaza. These integuments leave a small opening called micropyle. During the process of fertilization, pollen tube may enter through this micropyle. This is the stalk of the ovule called funicle. It attaches ovule to the placenta of the ovary. The point of attachment of funicle to the ovule is called raphe. Now, let us focus on the central part of an ovule. The fully matured ovule shows central cell with an embryo sac. This embryo sac shows polarity. It means it has two poles. One end of the embryo sac is facing towards chalaza, so it is called chalazal end, whereas the other end is facing micropyle, so this end is called micropylar end. The chalazal end shows a group of three haploid cells called antipodals. The middle two nuclei are called secondary nuclei. Students, we can also see three cells towards micropylar end. Out of these three cells, the middle cell is egg, which is also called female gamete. The two cells flanking or close to egg are called synergids. This egg and synergids together forms egg apparatus. So a female gametophyte consists of this central cell plus three antipodal cells towards chalazal end, three cells towards micropylar end, and 2 nuclei in the center. So in total, embryo sac is made up of 7 cells and 8 nuclei. This 7-celled, 8-nucleated embryo sac was first discovered in Polygonum plant. Therefore, such an embryo sac is called Polygonum type of embryo sac. Students, it is most common type of embryo sac in angiosperms. Now, it's time to understand the meaning of anatropous ovule. Look at this ovule. It shows funicle, chalaza and micropyle in the straight line. Such a straight ovule is called orthotropous ovule. Here ortho means straight. In case of this ovule, here micropyle, chalaza are in one line, but funicle is away from this line and close to micropyle. Such an ovule is called anatropous ovule or also called inverted ovule. So students, I hope you are clear with the structure of a carpel and vertical section of anatropous ovule. In the next video, I'll discuss about development of female gametophyte. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you.